In this video, we'll be going over some drawing ideas so that you can get your creative energy flowing. These are just some of the ideas that I have that I use personally whenever I feel uninspired or I just don't have that feeling to draw. The first idea is to draw in a new location. So usually whenever I'm drawing, I always draw at my desk in my room, and I always have the same setup, same lighting. So this one time what I did was I went out and I sat in my car and just drew my car parked in a parking lot. And I feel like I was able to focus more and to just get a new perspective when I'm drawing. So that is one idea. And another idea is to listen to a song. So what I like to do is I pick whatever song that is my favorite song of that week or that month, and I draw out the feelings that I have whenever I listen to that song. I draw out some of the scenes that I have in my head whenever I'm listening to it. I also like taking some of those lyrics and writing it down right next to each of my drawings. So whenever I do this exercise, I see that I end up with a beautiful sketchbook spread that's really cohesive and beautiful. So then another idea that I have is to draw characters or even just like scenes from books. I love reading fiction books, really any genre from fiction, like fantasy or historical fiction. I love to envision those characters in my mind and draw them whenever they're interacting with one another or they are facing some challenges. And I like to listen to the audiobooks, so I just have that running in the background and my sketchbook out on my desk and draw as the audiobook is narrating. So yeah, another great idea is to take screenshots from popular music videos for inspirations. So I just love whenever I'm watching music videos, there's just some scenes that stand out to me, just the way that the lighting is or the different colors that they use in that video is inspiring. So I like to take screenshots at different points in that video and then just draw each image in my sketchbook. Another idea, especially if you like photography or you take a lot of pictures, is to draw from old photos. I love to look at old family albums from the previous generations. I like to look at those, take inspiration from that, and draw some of those images. Nowadays, a lot of those photos are digital, so I also like looking at pictures on my phone, but there's just something about the physical copy of that image, and to actually be able to hold that image and to try to draw it. There's just something about that feeling that's inspiring. So yeah, or looking at old Polaroid images as well. That could be inspiring. Now, another idea is to go to an art museum or a gallery, just to immerse yourself in the work of other artists, to spark new ideas and techniques. It's just something, there's just something about the atmosphere whenever you step into an art gallery. Just the sheer volume of art, spanning from different centuries, different cultures. It all is just exhilarating. And it's just a place for contemplation where you can just really lose yourself in the stories the emotions, all of which is captured within each piece. So like whenever I go to a gallery, I look at these art pieces and I feel like I'm taken on a journey with the artist, and that is something really special. I love to take pictures of the works, of different artworks, and then just when I go home, I like to look at those pictures and draw them out, or to just to feel inspired by those artworks. The next idea is to take a painting or drawing class. Classes are it's a great way to meet people and talk about their art journey and bond based on art. It's a great way to discuss, the challenges or even the triumphs, inspirations of your own style with other artists. It fosters a sense of community and mutual support. And the conversations that you can have is just incredibly enriching. I just love hearing the diverse paths others have taken, their struggles and self-doubt. And just to listen to their moments of breakthrough in their art journey and the profound impact that art has had on their lives, it all can be incredibly inspiring and validating also as well. It's also a great place to share ideas and provide feedback, and sometimes as artists it's difficult to receive feedback, but it is something that we need in order to grow. Another way to get inspired is to draw from nature, to go outdoors, get out of the house and sketch different landscapes, flowers, trees, or even animals. I find that it offers a refreshing escape from the demands of daily life, where there's like constant notifications and news bombarding us at all times. There's just something about walking on grass that helps you feel grounded and more in tune with yourself. And I just love the deep focus I can get when I'm outdoors. I can go into that deep flow and create just beautiful artworks. Then another idea that I have here is to create a mood board, which is very easy to do with social media and sites like Pinterest. So what you do here is collect different images or even like colors and textures, like whatever inspires you. Just take those images and arrange them on a visual collage. So this you can do in like a photo editing software, or you can print out the images, cut it out, and arrange it on an actual poster board or in your sketchbook, and just put it where you will be able to see it every day. Like take a picture of that collage and set it as your wallpaper, so that you'll feel inspired to draw, to create some art. What I like to do is over my desk, like that wall, I just like to put different images, and every month or so I just take down that wall if it's uninspiring, and then just put up a new collage on the wall so that it's a fresh inspiration, and it has whatever is inspiring me at that moment in time. Another idea is to try a new medium. So I like to experiment with different art supplies like charcoal, watercolors, or digital painting. I like going to art stores and seeing like the different art supplies that they have to offer. And it just, whenever I try a new art supply, it like changes my art style a little bit, and I'm able to capture different emotions or different feelings, which I normally wouldn't. Or, if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend money on new art supplies, you can try using the tools that you do have in a different way. So like, for example, I had these Crayola Super Tip markers, which are water-based markers. And, they're great for calligraphy, but whenever I'm filling in bigger areas of space, they are very streaky. They create a lot of streaks. So I saw a tutorial on how you can add a little water and a little ink from that marker onto a brush and just use it kind of as a watercolor, and that completely changed that medium for me. And so now I like to use it in that way, it's just a new way of using those water-based markers. Let's see here. And the next idea is to draw from memory. So, I occasionally do get dreams, and whenever I do remember those dreams, I remember it vividly. So I like to draw some of the scenes that I have from those dreams. It's a great way to capture those dreams. Now, if you're not a dreamer, or if you don't get that many dreams, you can just draw a cherished memory or a favorite place that you have, like a favorite diner, coffee shop, and then just capture it on paper. That's something that I love to do. Another idea to get that inspiration back is to set a daily drawing challenge, or just try any art challenge. There's a lot of great challenges on YouTube. Stuff like drawing with your non-dominant hand, drawing with 3 colors, trying to draw in a time limit, like making the same drawing in 1 hour, 10 minutes versus 10 seconds. So that's just something to try. And another way I like to get inspiration is to watch art tutorials or documentaries. I feel like whenever I watch these tutorials, I learn new techniques and seeing different ways of doing things in art, I gain insights into the creative process of other artists, which is great, especially whenever I'm feeling uninspired. Another thing I like to do whenever I'm feeling uninspired is to draw abstractly. So I literally just open my sketchbook and I scribble on the page. I like to draw just shapes, lines, colors without a specific subject in mind. And even though the drawing doesn't look like much, it just helps get my hands moving and energy flowing. It's a great way to warm up and to get ready for whatever illustration or art piece that you are going to draw that day. Then another idea is to use a sketchbook as a journal. Just write out your feelings in that sketchbook and then use that to just document your thoughts or feelings and inspiration alongside your drawings. There's something just about having words on the page right next to a drawing or a sketch that can, spark some creativity. And another idea with the sketchbook is what I like to do is kind of have like a theme for a spread. So I like to explore a particular theme such as movement, light, and shadow, or urban landscapes. This way that the sketchbook page can all be cohesive, and also just be inspiring. Then the last point I have here is, if none of those ideas work, a way is to just take a break. Sometimes the best way is to find inspiration by just stepping away from art for a while and allow your mind to wander. And that is all right as well too. So yeah, those are all of my ideas that I have to spark creativity. And that is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching.